Hey, what's up? Tons of homeowners across El Paso and the nation are getting screwed over by investors, right? Now, really quick backstory. We're in one of our latest investment properties. We're currently remodeling. Obviously, it's not done. But as you can see here, we're painting. So come on, take a look at this. Here is what it currently looks like. We'll make an update video so you guys can kind of see what it looks like when it's all finished. But currently, this is where we are. And the reason why I'm making this video is because, like I said, tons of homeowners across America are getting screwed over by wholesalers. Now, if you're not really too much into real estate and you don't know what wholesalers are these people who are contacting distressed homeowners, getting a property under contract, then trying to find a buyer and marking up the price to make a difference, right? Let's just say this house is worth $100,000 fixed up. They'll try to get it under contract for $60,000, assign the contract to an investor for $70,000, right? Make $10,000 and then leave the work up to the investor. He fixes it, he flips it, and then makes his money, right? The issue with that is two things. One, for you as a seller, you just missed out on $10,000, $20,000, even up to $50,000 or more in some cases. And the second thing, one of the things that actually happened with this property is the seller was in a very distressed situation. She was going through foreclosure, couldn't make the payments anymore. Packed up all her stuff in a U-Haul. She got contacted from one of these investors, right? These wholesalers. And the wholesaler was like, hey, let me buy the house, blah, 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 blah. And so she agreed at a very low price. And essentially she packed up all her stuff and began moving across the country. Now, what she didn't know is that it was a wholesaler. And by the way, I'm going to give you guys a template and a cheat sheet so you can identify the difference between a real investor or a wholesaler. So if you ever need to sell your property, you're in a distressed situation and you need to sell it quick, I'm going to give you guys a template to follow. So this way you know, okay, is this just another wholesaler trying to make 10, 20 grand off my contract and assign it to somebody else? Or is this a true investor who I can tell is serious? And there's a couple of different ways to do that. So she packs up and is gone, right? She is completely gone across the country. Now, a week before closing, right, a week before she's supposed to get a big check, all of a sudden this investor guy doesn't answer his phone, right? So she ends up calling the title company and said, hey, what's going on? Are we still closing? You know, I'm waiting on this. I need the money to get a rental place out here. I have little to nothing in my bank account. And title company says, I'm sorry, ma'am, we haven't heard anything. You know, this guy isn't answering our phone calls. He's not answering our emails. He just completely blew us off. Now, right there immediately, she should have already known something was up. And the truth was that he was a wholesaler who didn't even have a buyer lined up. So guess what? He got it under contract, made the seller believe that, you know, everything was peachy and things were good. And then guess what? He couldn't find a buyer. And a week before closing, just completely ghosts everybody in the transaction. And unfortunately, this isn't a common situation. It happens all the time. And that's why I made that template. So make sure to comment down below, you know, send me a message, whatever it is, and I will get that template to you in case you or anyone you know is ever trying to sell a property. But another thing is that you have to really be careful because, for example, with this woman, she had moved across the country already, right? All her stuff was in a U-Haul. She had literally nowhere to go. Luckily, she was able to contact us, and right in the nick of time, we were able to close this thing in a matter of days. And the reason why I'm actually showing you this video right now in this property as we're remodeling it is because I want to show you that we're real investors that truly buy properties and actually do this. We're not just middlemen, we're not just wholesalers looking to make a quick buck off of you. We are truly people who buy these properties, fix them up, sometimes we rent them, sometimes we'll just go ahead and sell them. But there's a big distinction, okay? And so you don't want to make those two mistakes. One, you're gonna lose out on $10, $20, up to $50,000 in some cases by working with a wholesaler. And two, 99% of the time, these wholesalers, they don't do deals. So they don't have buyers lined up and they leave you hanging to dry at the times where you need it most. So listen, I don't want this to happen to you. If you or anyone you know is going through a tough time, they need to sell their property, reach out to us, we'll give you an offer, and I guarantee you that it will be the highest offer that you receive. In fact, our company guarantees it. So if you have a legitimate offer from anybody else, we will give you $1,000 more than any legitimate offer. We want to maximize your profits. We want to take care of the community and make sure that people don't get screwed over. Luckily for this woman, she was able to get out quick and just in the nick of time reach out to us and we got everything sorted out. If not, she would have been stuck thousands of miles across the country with nowhere to go and just left hanging to dry. So hope this video was helpful. I will give you guys an updated video once we finish all of the remodel. We'll show you what it looks like once it's complete, and I hope to talk to you guys soon.